If your dream vacation would be to travel in luxury, exploring the very soul of Europe at your own relaxing pace, your journey's just begun. Welcome aboard. A gentle cruise on one of our hotel barges is the perfect way to unwind and experience the wonderful countryside and historical treasures Europe has to offer. Not to mention its gastronomic delights and perhaps the occasional glass of fine wine along the way. For over 30 years, we have created bespoke barge cruises on some of the most beautiful inland waterways of Europe. If you think you've done cruising, then think again. Far removed from vast cruise liners or fleeting visits to overcrowded ports, ours is a life of serenity, where small guest numbers and personal service lets you set the pace of life. And all the time, you're never more than a hop and a skip to shore. No more packing and unpacking during your holiday either. Wherever you roam, your luxury floating hotel will be just around the corner. Many of our guests get the barging bug, becoming firm friends over the years as they've explored from the vineyards of Burgundy to the Shannon in Ireland, from the Caledonian Canal in Scotland and monster spotting in Loch Ness to the sun-drenched Canal du Midi in the south of France. Wherever your fancy takes you, there's a myriad of delightful waterways to be discovered across Europe. So, let's cast off. However you arrive, by road, rail or air, our crew will be at the meeting point to greet you and escort you to your holiday home. From this point on, our all-inclusive service will take care of your every need. At our champagne welcome, there's time to meet your crew and fellow guests and hear something of the cruise program.
So we cruise on average 10 to 12 kilometers a day. It doesn't seem like very much, about 6 miles, 6 to 7 miles. But remember, the barge is moving very slowly and it takes a long time to get through these locks.
Most of our fleet began life as cargo vessels, plying the canals of Europe, carrying coal or wine, even munitions, before being transformed by us into floating boutique hotels. Now they have bespoke ensuite cabins and saloons, which can accommodate from 4 to 20 passengers in pure luxury. Sometimes we set sail on the first evening with a short sundowner cruise. You can take a look around. A sun deck with lounges, bikes to burn off some calories along the towpath, and often a spa pool to help you fully unwind. Each voyage is carefully orchestrated to offer you total immersion in the food, wine and culture of the region. Our chefs are highly trained culinary artists whose gastronomic creations are often rated higher by our clients than those they have sampled in top restaurants. We select fine wines from vineyards along the cruise route. Each presented and explained to you by our knowledgeable crew, along with wonderful local cheeses. Nearby markets are a great source of provisions, and you can join the chef on one of his shopping trips. But you might have to get up early. Fresh pastries from a local bakery will be waiting for you at breakfast. Lunch can be an imaginative buffet on the sun deck. Dinner is the culinary highlight of the day. Each course is a delicious creation, subtly complemented by fine wines and cheeses. Through all of this, our crew are there to share their knowledge and cater, discreetly, for your every need. Your captain will be an experienced barge master, guiding the vessel through the lowest of bridges and the narrowest of locks, where you'll meet some of the locals, who have always got time to say hello. You'll see tranquil countryside and picturesque towns and villages, all far from the hustle and bustle of city life. There are bikes for everyone on board, even some for two. A cycle trip to a local village may work off lunch. Or maybe a stroll along the towpath. With the barge never cruising above a brisk walking pace, she'll always be waiting for you at the next lock. Every hotel barge cruise includes daily excursions to some fascinating local places of interest. As our groups are small, we can organise visits off the beaten track that you would probably never find without your tour guide. For history lovers, visits to local palaces and castles are a must. The Abbaye de Fontenay or medieval Carcassonne in France, Macbeth's Cawdor Castle in Scotland, troglodyte cave dwellings in the Loire, or the ancient monastic settlements by Ireland's River Shannon. To savour the culture on offer, you can browse the tiny shops of skilled craftsmen in Burgundy, admire Renaissance architecture in Venice, watch Delft porcelain being hand-painted in Holland, or visit the last builder of wooden craft on the River Thames. We meet producers of culinary specialities including cheese, honey, olives, truffles, foie gras and armagnac, and wander through vibrant local markets, maybe with a stop to sample here or there. No cruise would be complete without trying some fine wines with a private tasting at one of our favourite nearby domains. If you like what you try, we can bring some back on board to enjoy later. You might even get airborne in a balloon, a bird's eye view of our peaceful surroundings. Most of our guests are happy to join in our floating house party, but some prefer to charter the whole vessel with a group of friends. Others make up family groups of several generations. There is something for all ages on board. For something really special, try one of our themed charter cruises. Wine appreciation cruises offer visits to wineries in the company of a professional wine expert. We have even created our own malt whisky trail in Scotland for those who like a dram or two. Keen walkers are catered for with special walking tours, mainly in Scotland and Burgundy in France. Some cruises pass through great Gulf country. Our golfing itineraries combine the best of golfing and barging. It is the relaxed, friendly atmosphere aboard, the wonderful cuisine, and the chance to soak up the scenery and culture as you drift along, which makes a European waterways voyage really magical. For further details, contact your local agent